I am making, what am I making? I'm gonna do some type of sardine thing for breakfast. Some type of maybe boil an egg, maybe small cup of peppermint tea. Honey? No honey, no honey, no honey. Should I put a plantain in the air fryer? I always have to wash the outside because think about where the plantain has been. When you're cutting them, because I cut it in my hands, and then your hands touching the dirty skin, and then like also touching the fresh and beautiful plantain. Yeah, it's not what I'm about. It's not what I'm about. And then I just cut it like this in the skin, and then I pick them out. I'm not gonna salt them because I have like a fresh tomato chili sauce, and that's got like lime in it, and like I feel like that acidity brings the saltiness as well. But yeah, they're in there. I'm not even gonna put oil on them. That's just for aesthetic. That's just for as long as I can, because if I could boil it, if I was bothered to boil a pot of water, it's just gonna get too hot in the kitchen. I would do that, but I don't want to do that, so I don't care how they look. They just have to taste good. So I'm gonna put that on. I'm gonna have sardines with olive oil. I could add the oil from here onto that, because maybe I do care about aesthetics. Maybe a little bit, maybe just a tiny bit. You know, maybe I do, maybe just a little bit. Well, maybe I do. We're gonna wash the can. This one time with soap. I'm actually gonna put these in the air fryer for like some of the time that the plantain's in there, because I like it when it's warm and it's like a little bit crispy. Do you know what I mean? Do I want to boil an egg? I said I wasn't gonna boil an egg. Maybe boil an egg. Maybe. Do I want a boiled egg? I could do a quick scramble. While the egg is boiling and the plantain is doing its thing, I wanted to touch on something. I knew this person who would always say to me, I'm scared you're going to disappear again, or I'm scared if I say this you're going to disappear, or I'm scared if you do this you're going to disappear. And like throughout our life we've had quite a strenuous relationship anyway, but we came to a point where we're like coming to each other as adults who know like what's going on with us and try to make the relationship work again. But throughout this time of trying to make the relationship work, I'm met with these statements of, oh, I'm scared you'll disappear again if I say this or if I do this. And I think at the time I thought it was just like worry on their part, and I would do things to reassure them, and I'll say like I wouldn't ever disappear, because we're talking about things now. We're like actually addressing the things that are going on and saying how they make us feel, or saying if we don't agree with that, and there's like a level of respect there, and we're at a point where we can be like this with each other. But still, even though I'm giving that reassurance throughout, I'm still hearing, I'm scared. And it's not only until quite recently that I realised it was projecting. It was them knowing that they're doing some fucked up shit and then sort of trying to say, oh, I'm scared you're going to disappear on me, but not saying why they're scared. They were projecting because they know they're doing fuck shit, and they want to be like, oh well, I hope tomorrow won't just dip out, disappear on me, as a way to like, I don't know, control the situation, when realistically I never really disappeared. It was fight or flight, and I hated confrontation, so it was always flight. Okay, enough of that. Breakfast time. Leftover naan, cucumber, garlic yogurt, boiled egg, don't know what it looks like on the inside yet, tomato chili sauce, Sardines. Whereas now, that fight or flight, that may show up in me personally, but I now have the tools to like process my emotions. Growing up, what adult was teaching us to process our emotions? Most of them couldn't. Emotionally unintelligent is what they were. And I didn't really know how to work with my emotions instead of push them away and hope that they won't ever show up, but work with them until I was like 22, 23. That's when the process really started. And that's because things just really weren't working. And I was like, oh, well, I'm an adult now. Things are supposed to work out when you're an adult. It wasn't. And that's really when I first started and had to take a look at myself. And that's like my first interactions with therapy at 22, 23 of age. Just so much heartache. Could have really been like just left behind. It's okay. But yeah, I started to notice this and just some other things as well. And when I'm explaining my worries to like some of my friends, they're like, Tamara, the situation with this person is really unhealthy. I was very passive growing up, and I think I still have some of that passiveness in me to hold things from people. But if this year has been anything, it's proof that I'm really working through that. I think a lot of the fear of confrontation comes from feeling like a disappointment growing up. Yeah, growing up, unfortunately, I didn't hear a lot of words of encouragement or affirmations. It's, oh, Tamara, why can't you be like this person? Why can't you be like that person? Why is it someone else finds it easy and you don't? That's the type of stuff I heard growing up, okay? And so there's a fear of being a disappointment to someone that's there. But honestly, some of you lot are disappointments to me. Let's both be disappointed at each other. Okay, we can both be disappointed at each other. I think some of us, I think it's okay that we feel disappointment and we just be like, or we feel someone's disappointed at us and just be like, wow, I've tried my best. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes, yeah, I need to get comfortable with the feeling of maybe being a disappointment to someone, like an actual disappointment, none of this fake shit, and being disappointed in others, because a lot of people like that, I'm not proud of you lot. I'm not proud of you lot. Yeah, so putting my foot down is how I'm starting the new year. That's how I'm starting putting my foot down. Unfortunately, like the premise of this relationship ended up being I was giving a lot, I was reassuring, and I have a chronic illness, so it can be quite hard. And I have pushed myself in the past and it hasn't worked out well. And so this year I really went inwards and decided I gotta live for me. This year I really had to take myself seriously and live for me. And if I can't do something, I can't. The most important thing is I have a lot of people I love and care for. I have a lot of people who care and love for me. And in my opinion, like even 5 people who are like really like that, that's a lot. That's a lot. And yeah, we just get each other. Yeah. I love the people I've chosen. I love the people I've chosen to love. Stop forgiving people tomorrow. Stop forgiving people so easily, okay? Stop forgiving people. I know it's hard sometimes to figure out people's good intentions, and if they're really being... You're 28 now. You pattern recognition. Stop forgiving people, okay? Stop trying to put yourself in their shoes to understand them, okay? Understand yourself. Understand yourself.